Okay, we are live, and it is good to be here on a Wednesday night to finish up our training with our new shop on Facebook. And we're going to show you how to add that to the app and show you how to do some marketing and get that out there. Going to use some live data tonight with a business that we're working with up in Denton, Texas, and working with one of our resellers to help him finish up that deal, and talk to him today and ask him if I could just use that data. I'll be using that, and I look forward to that. Let me go ahead and get something opened here real quick while everybody's checking in and coming in and getting ready for tonight's training. All right, and we are ready to go. We're going to go ahead and get started here. Hey Jerry, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. Hey Bill, how you doing, my friend? Everybody jumping in here on training. Jerry, how's Florida, buddy? Hadn't seen you in a while. Hadn't talked to you in a while. Hope everything is going well. How you doing, buddy? Mark, Bob, looks like everybody's getting in, so we'll go ahead and get started here and get rolling. And once again, my mouse is backwards. I hate when I do that, but part of life, I guess. Everybody can see my screen okay, I hope. And we're going to rock and roll. And welcome everybody to Wednesday night training. It's good to see you. Good to be a part of this training. I will go ahead and tell you, and I'm going to remind everybody at the end of the training, of course, next Thursday is Thanksgiving, and we have so much to be thankful for this year. And we will not have training next Wednesday night. I know a lot of people will celebrate Wednesday with one family, and Thursday with another family, and Friday with someone else. So our training next Wednesday, as we traditionally do every year, we cancel that so that you can go and give thanks and spend time with your families and do the things you do. And we'll be doing the same thing here. And mostly eating, of course, stuffing this beautiful model body that I have, and taking time out of the year to overindulge just once out of the year, of course. And but it's always good to be thankful. And after that, throughout the rest of the year, we're going to be doing some training on getting ready for next year, what you need to do, the things that you need to look at to be prepared for a new year, and get out there, get selling, and do those things. Oh, I hate to hear that, buddy, that you've been in the hospital. I'll give you a call tomorrow if it's okay. But it is good to have everybody with us this evening. Tonight, we're going to continue on with our marketing, the online shop on Facebook. We're not going to go through and build that tonight. We built that last week and showed you how to do that. Tonight, we're going to build out a quick app and show you how to attach that to the app and show you how to market that app using Facebook and local marketing for the local business. We all know that local marketing is really the key. I've been doing a lot of local marketing for an auction house in Paris, Texas. It's going very, very well. I've been really enjoying it, doing a lot of Facebook Live, just doing organic growth on the Facebook page, doing some stats on that and seeing how that's going. Just to give you an example, and I know we talk about this all the time. People say, well, how do you drive people? How do you do this? Last night before the auction, the auctioneer just simply mentioned the Facebook page and mentioned the app. And within minutes, people were liking the Facebook page and were going to the app. I've got analytics set up on the app. And so, you know, nothing is more important or stronger than someone just coming out and saying, hey, this is what we do. Go and join us, be a part, you know. And so It was really cool, and we've been working on this for a couple of weeks now. Next week, we're going to start an online marketing campaign where the ads actually are going to go out, and then we're going to track that and get both sides of the numbers. It's a real good market, and I'm really enjoying it, and have really gotten close actually to the owner of the auction and his family, and so it's been a lot of fun. And you know, we talk about spending time with the owners of these businesses and getting to know them, and getting to not just about their business, but getting to know their family and the whole 9 yards. And it's really exciting to go out and be a part of that excitement. So we really enjoy that. But just a quick disclaimer, I can lead you to water, but I cannot make you drink. You have to put something in if you want something out. In other words, I cannot guarantee you just because you're watching training that you will make any sales, create any traffic, or increase your income whatsoever. Every person is different and has different work ethics and different desires. You have to get off your butt and go out and make it happen. I can kick you every day, but if you don't get off the couch, guess what? Nothing's going to be created. Continue tonight and talk about our Facebook shop and using the marketing platform and the apps and everything to get this out there. Marketing the Facebook online shop, and we're going to actually build out an app. I'm not going to go into all the color coding and all that tonight. We're just going to go into the theme wizard, create an app, and I'm going to create a button and show you how to go in and pull that code and actually link the Facebook shop onto the app. Before we do that, I want to talk to you just a little bit. And if you can see that statement on the bottom, the longer you spend time selling to customers that can't buy, the faster you go broke. Remember that every day when you go out. And that came to me yesterday as we were having some discussions on Facebook. This product is simple. And if you go in and present it as simple and sell the problem you solve and not sell the product, okay, we know what the product is, but everybody has a problem that needs to be solved. And if your customers cannot see that, and they tell you up front, well, I don't even have the money for that, they're not going to be in business very long anyway. You know, to sell to someone that's broke will only create the same scenario for you, and you will be broke. You have to sell to people that see the vision, that get the vision, that understand what you're trying to do, that understand that they actually have a problem. And I want to tell you now, and I don't care, I've been in business for a long time. I've owned my own companies. I've had very successful companies. I've had companies that suck, that have gone broke. I've had companies that have made me a lot of money. I've had companies that broke even. But I can promise you this, always money for marketing. And there was always money for ads to drive traffic. If a business is not setting that aside, then their problem is greater than anything you can solve, because you cannot pay for their marketing. If you do, you call me, because I want to tell you that you're not doing anything that's advantageous to your business. Okay, that's not a smart thing to do. Don't give it away hoping that they're going to catch the vision and you're going to all of a sudden make all this money from them, because it's never going to happen. You have got to get off that kick. I love the Salvation Army. I give to the Salvation Army. I love Goodwill. I give to Goodwill. I've bought from the Salvation Army and I've bought from Goodwill. So I sit on both sides of the fence. I give money to charities, but that's different than my business. I can only do that if my business is making money. Every business has a problem. It may be not today, maybe not tomorrow, but they have a problem. Even as you as an entrepreneur, we've all experienced it. We've all been in the tough side of the business where we had a problem, and sometimes you can't solve it. Okay. Sometimes it's the wrong product at the wrong time and you don't know what the heck you're doing. I know I've done that where I didn't know what the heck I was doing, but guess what? You are there to help them solve their problem. And if someone tells you that they don't have the money to do something, that's when you need to get tough. You need to be the consultant that they've invited you in as to listen to you. And you need to explain to them, look, this is why you don't have money for marketing, because you're not doing it. The reason you don't have business, the reason you don't have any money, the reason your business sucks is because you're not doing what you have to do to create the traffic, to bring in the revenue. And now the return on investment for the marketing totally pays for itself. So you have to remember that. And you have to understand that this is the bottom line of what it is. And you all know what it is. Everybody on this call knows what it is. Customers. If a customer doesn't open a door, if a customer doesn't click on a buy button, if a customer doesn't walk in to hand you money, if you walk into a client and you don't walk out with money, you've wasted your time. That business is wasting its time opening the doors every day. You know, it amazes me to watch a business hang in there for years after years after years. They're in the red every single year, and they wake up every day saying, this is going to be the day. There comes a time when you have to say, listen, you're not doing anything at all to create business. You have a problem, and I can help you solve that. But it's going to cost you money that you're throwing out the door now and not getting a return on. You have to be bold in this business. I was talking to a guy the other day, and he looked me straight in the eye and he said, if you talk to me any longer, I'm going to have to charge the person that we was talking about. And I said, I charge $250 an hour, and I'm here talking to you, so I'll send you a bill. It didn't bother me at all telling him that. I could have cared less. You know, if he wanted to talk to me, then it's going to cost. I'm not going to waste my time with someone and just carry on conversation, not in a business environment. It's not going to happen. And you may say, boy, that's awful bold. You know what? That's business. You either get bold in business and be strong, be respectful, of course. But you have to let your customers know when they tell you they're broke, look them straight in the eye and say, you know what? I can help you solve your problem, but you've got to see it first. The reason you have no customers is you have no marketing plan. And it's just the way it is. The longer you spend time selling to customers that can't buy, the faster you go broke. Without customers or clients, we do not succeed in business. Ignoring online marketing is like opening a business but not telling anyone. Marketing today, how many of you got a cell phone? How many of you got a smartphone sitting beside you? I've got one, and guess what? An Amber Alert just came across. I've got a smartphone sitting right beside me. I can guarantee you every one of you have your phone setting within 3 or 4 feet of you. And today is the day of online marketing. Online marketing being the web apps that you go out and sell every day, the business cards, the birthday programs, all of those things is all where? It's online. And that's the way you reach out to people. And when Woodrow and the team developed this system and put together the marketing platform, it was all centered on what? The mobile app, text message marketing, email marketing, Facebook, and Twitter. Facebook and Twitter being the two dominants in the arena right now. And I can tell you, with the last 18 months of going through the election process, Twitter is booming like never before. Twitter was really put on the map this last 18 months. Your customers need to be on Twitter. They need to be on Facebook. They need to have the mobile app, which is connected to the marketing platform, which allows them to connect to text marketing and email marketing, automatically post to Facebook, and automatically post to Twitter. And all those things happen with the click of a button. And you've got to let your clients understand that's where they need to be. If you're just out selling apps today, and this happens every year, and I say it every year, you're going to call me when it's time for those people to renew, and they're not going to write you a check. Because you're not selling them the marketing platform. You're not selling them anything that gives them any return on investment at all. You're not teaching them how to use the tools at hand. So without customers or clients, nobody succeeds in business. And the way you succeed in business today is you stop ignoring what has to happen, and that's you've got to go in and help your clients build their business through marketing. It's a fact. It's a simple fact that if you ignore it, you're not going to be around very long. There is always attrition, okay? A lot of people don't like to talk about it. Many people don't like to talk about attrition, but it happens. Attrition is common, and I don't care what marketplace you're in. The population of an area is constantly changing. People come and go, and no matter what a business does, they cannot stop it. Anywhere from 15 to 30%. In your business, you're going to lose people every year. And your clients must understand this. You've got to explain that to them. You know, a lot of places think when they open the door and they get 1,000 customers, that those 1,000 customers are going to be there forever. It just doesn't happen. New businesses open, they find a better restaurant, they find a better boutique, they find a better flyer shop, they find a better oil change place, they find a better tire shop, they find a better transmission shop. All these things happen. And in order to keep that customer coming back to you, you have to keep the business in front of them. The closure of a business is the death of a business. And without marketing, they will close. Marketing solves the majority of the problems when it comes to a business. You know, you can walk into a store, and I've done this, and I don't do it because I'm rude. I just do it because I'm truthful. You know, I could go in and lie to somebody and say, boy, this is the best looking store I've ever seen in my life. I've walked into stores and told them, you guys need to rearrange your shelving. You know, your products in the back, you got a bunch of junk up front, and that's why you're not selling anything. You need to set things up. You need to, when you've got your jeans and your shirt sitting here, you need to put your belts and some accessories around it that go with it. You've got to constantly be telling and letting your customers know what their problem is and what they got to do to increase their sales. And marketing is attached to everything, absolutely everything. And I know what you're thinking. And I can guarantee you, everybody's sitting there thinking, business can close for many reasons. I've shut down businesses for many reasons. And yes, that's true. But as a consulting professional, it's your job to find solutions to that problem also. When you're sitting down talking to these customers and you're talking about some Facebook marketing and text message marketing and email marketing and Twitter marketing, you've got to let them know exactly what it's going to do for their business and exactly why their business isn't doing anything today. You got to let them know that. And if you can't, then you need to come in, you need to suck it up, you need to look in the mirror, and you need to teach yourself how to do that. Bob, there's a million videos online to teach you. Go on YouTube and search for Twitter advertising. They'll walk you right through it. Technology changes businesses, and without it, businesses will not survive. Absolutely will not survive. And if you don't have it, and if you're not using it, you're going to get shut down. You cannot compete with a competitor, even across the street, that is constantly putting their business in front of the marketplace, in front of the customers that are driving up and down that street. You can't do it. How many of you saw the poster that I posted on Facebook today, where it was the big sign in the window that said text here for coupons? Did anybody see that? Did anybody happen to see where I posted that online today? I mean, I get that question all the time. We've talked about it 1,000 times. And I think somebody posted a card, a place card or something that was at a bank or something. But right after that, if you don't show your customers how to reach out to their clients, nobody's just going to know to text Kerry to 27126 if that's what I'm marketing. Nobody even knows what 27126 is until they see that, until it's right before their face, until they know exactly what they're doing. That's called a call to action. And it's the same way with everything you do. When you build your apps, you have to place a call to action on that app if you want them to do a specific thing. If you don't, then it's just a bunch of buttons like every other app that's out there. But your marketers, your consultants, you're out there showing these folks exactly what to do. And if you don't show them how to do it and what to do, guess what? Somebody else is going to come in and they're going to take your client away from them. If you don't sit down and explain to them the reasons they don't have any customers, someone else is going to come in right behind you and take your customer away from you. If you just sell them a business card and do not do anything that gives them a return on investment, someone else is going to come in right behind you and they're going to take your customer from you. You have to be able to sit down with your customers and speak to them intelligently and show them exactly what they're doing wrong. Don't be afraid. Hey, are you marketing on Facebook at all? Well, no. Did you know that we can reach 20 to 30,000 people within five-mile radius of your business? Did you know that we can sit here and we can start shooting out ads, which signs them up on your app? Now you can send out text messages to them. You can send out emails to them. We can drive them back to your Facebook, back to your app, back to your Facebook, back to your Twitter, into your YouTube channel. All of these things work together. And it all comes from one place, the marketing platform that's attached to the app. That is the center of the universe. I remember 4 years ago, almost 5 years ago now, when I first started doing webinars for Instant Appwizard. We literally put the marketing platform in the center and built everything around that. And that's what you have to do today. The marketing platform is the center of your universe. Email marketing, text message marketing, Facebook marketing, and Twitter marketing. And that hasn't changed. Over 5 years, that hasn't changed. It's only got stronger and bolder. And people have to have it today. We're going to go in and I'm going to set up a mobile app. And then we're going to talk about marketing the app. And I'm going to show you how to go in and set up your Facebook, showing you exactly the steps to take to market to a radius, to the local market right around you. So let's go into the control panel. Give me just 1 second. I've got to open this up real quick. Any questions real quick before we get into the control panel? Anybody got any questions at all? Anybody? You log into the control panel. Yes, baby. If I don't do the dishes tonight, you do them in the morning before you leave for me. Yes. Mm-hmm. Give me 1 second here. My head just hurts so bad. This set up. And go there. Okay, can everybody see my screen now? I hope everybody can see the control panel. Now, setting up this app is very, very easy. Very, very easy. All we're going to do is we're going to set up a simple business card. And when we set up this simple business card, let me move this data right over here, and I'm just going to copy and paste this real quick. We're going to simply go in like we normally do, and we're going to create a new app. And I love using the theme wizard. I mean, the theme wizard is my favorite thing to do. We're going to go into the theme wizard, and we're going to come over here and we're going to create an app from a template. Now, I'm not going to go into all the color coding. We've been over that in the last several trainings where we've built out complete apps. I'm simply going to come in and use a theme. I'm going to use the generic theme, and I'm going to show you how to set this up. Just real quick, can everybody see what I'm doing there? Can everybody see my screen? You should see the generic theme up there. And I'm going to come in, I'm going to gather my information. And this information is actually from a store that I'm consulting with another reseller on that calls me. And I'm going to name this test because I know he's going to want to name his app the same thing. I'm going to upload the image. Upload the icon. Put in the information. Just cut and paste this data. How many of you using the theme wizard? I know a lot of you do because I see the copy code information come across every day. The theme wizard is an absolute phenomenal tool. I hate it when my monitor sets up backwards when I'm doing this. I want to go one way and it always goes the other. Bob says it sounds like they're emptying the buckets. Check address. Come down, put the social media pages in. Put their Twitter page in. And everybody should be able to do this with no problem at all. And we're going to click save. I'm going to come in, let me pull off Okay. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to pull up another page. That's the one thing about Hangouts is you've got to pull up 1 or 2 pages at a time here. And we've created our app. Go continue. Now we're simply going to create a call to action on this app. The app is built, everything is done. Only thing we have to do now is create a call to action. And what we're going to do is we're going to link to the store that we linked to before, or that we built last week. So we're going to come into content. We're going to pull up the link for the marketplace. And I'm going to have to bring this page up because I want you to see where to get this from. Okay, everybody should be able to see the marketplace now. Now, right down here, you can see Manage Tabs. This is where we're going to get our link so we can put our call to action inside the app. Now, I was asked last week after training, said, well, Kerry, what if they don't use Facebook? You need to realize that you're marketing this particular item, that you're marketing this particular page, where? In Facebook, okay? The largest, everybody's in, if they're seeing the ad in Facebook, guess what? They're going to be in Facebook. Now, they may have to log in when they click on it, but they've got a Facebook page, they've got a Facebook profile, and they're in Facebook. So we're going to come right down here, and we're going to go to Shop, and we're going to go to Settings. When you go down to Settings, you can see right here where you can just click on the URL, okay, copy the URL, all right, just copy it, and then we're going to go back to our app. Let me switch back over. And we are back inside of our app. Jerry says, can everybody hear me okay? Can everybody hear me okay? The Manage tab is in the left-hand column on the Facebook page that you built. On the very bottom, you have to have access to that page. So they have to give you admin rights to that page if you did not build it yourself. Okay, Ed says he can hear me. Jerry says he can't. Sometimes Jerry has problems out there in Florida for some reason. Okay, we're going to come into content, and we are going to create that link. All right, that shop link. We got to add new page. Oh, I'm sorry. Go to links to web pages and phone numbers. I clicked on the wrong button there. Add new link. Go to links to web pages and phone numbers. Add new link. Click here. Or our online shop, or whatever you want to put. And we'll put some kind of shopping icon up here. See if one pops up there. You can change your icon. Okay, everybody can hear us except Jerry. Let me go ahead and cancel that. because it takes so long, because I'm pulling so much bandwidth. We're going to link to website. Paste the website link that I pulled off from the shopping cart. Okay. This is the website link that I pulled off of the shopping cart. I'm going to click save. And hopefully it will save. And it's saved. We're going to come up here to content. We're going to go to home page. I'm going to hide that button. This is really slow. You go in and pages that I'm in. See if it quit burning the bandwidth. You should see that now. Any questions while this is opening up? Any questions at all? Let me reload this page. This is way slow. I normally do this with slides, and that's the reason I do it with slides. It's to save bandwidth. Let's try this again. We're going to go into content, home page. Let it load. We're going to turn off this particular link. We go into links. I have no idea why it created 1,500 of them. Click save. Go to settings. Now we're going to go to the header. And I'm going to move a couple of things around so that you can get your, I'm going to move I'm going to create a button bar. I'm going to add the click for our online shop. And I'm going to move it up above the image. And what you want to do is, and we've been through this many times, so I'm not going to go through it again as I told you. Could I explain how to get into App Studio? I don't have a clue what you're asking on that question. Make this a bright color so it stands out, okay? But all you have to do is come into settings, create your button bar, attach it to your shop, click save, hit reload, and there's your shop right there at the top. Click here for our online shop. Make that font about 16. Okay, and now your online shop that we built last week has been created, and your app to drive people to that shop has been created. Then what you need to do is you need to come over and you need to add texting. And I'm not going to add complete texting to this app. Add text service, select your text. Go in, select your keyword. Okay, for instance, this keyword, I would, if envy is available, I would put text envy to 27126 when I build my ad that we're getting ready to go into. So when you go in and do this, okay, select a keyword that's simple, that's easy to remember, that is that has something to do with the business. If envy's not available, envy didn't, just like they have everything keyed on their branding. It's called Envy Denton. It's a chain. It's a franchise. Just order your text, select your keyword, and that's what you're going to use in all your advertising, okay? So that you can drive everybody back to the app. Now, when you come in and you do this, I'm going to go to an app that's got texting already attached to it, okay? One of the test apps that we've already used, okay? Here's one that we've already attached texting to. Same process, all right? You're going to come over here to content. You can come to join our list. And you want to set this up, allow people to subscribe to your text list. Okay, we're going to go into where the keywords are. This already has birthday party. All we're going to do is edit this. And you want to put what your incentive message is here, okay? Whatever the incentive message is. Now, let me read you a good incentive message that I got today, okay? When I signed up, I was testing a keyword. Welcome to Family Dollar. Receive great offers and more. 5 messages a month. That's their welcome message. Okay. Family Dollar promo alerts. We have received a request to add your mobile number. Please reply, confirm to whatever. Okay. 5 messages a month. Keep it simple. You may want to put something in here. Hey, thank you for signing up. Receive 10% off today. You need to talk to your clients exactly what they want this sign up incentive message to be. It needs to be simple, easy to understand. You need to drive them in there and get them on that what? Inside that marketing program, inside the marketing list. Bill, if you could type that out and make it more clear, I don't know what you're talking about, how to get into App Studio. Any questions at all on setting up the app and setting up the text message marketing? And make sure that your incentive message is set up correctly. This is the initial message that's going to go out. All right, when they sign up, this is the sign up incentive message. This is the message that's going to go out. All right. Any questions at all on this part? We're going to go into the Facebook part now, okay? Now that you've got your app set up, now that you've got your keywords set up, we're going to come over and we're going to actually build out and do some marketing in the app. Let me go in and change the screen over. Go to YouTube. Search Appwizard Studio. Go to YouTube, search Appwizard Studio, subscribe to the page, and all the videos are in that page. Go to YouTube, subscribe to Appwizard Studio, and all the videos for these trainings are in that page immediately after training. Immediately after training. It takes 24 hours for all the data to be put in there. We've got Kenny Dutton is the one that actually does all the timeline writing for us. Okay. Marketing. First and foremost, you have to know who the market is. Okay. These are real-time. This is real-time data that goes with that app that we just built. When the resellers sit down, we discuss this on the phone. When he went out and talked to these people, he needed to get the demographics, who he was marketing to, male or female, age group, what radius their market comes from, and the whole 9 yards. And believe it or not, I had posted earlier, and I'm going to show you that in just a moment, the demographics for driving distances for your customers. And theirs fell right in line with this market research, okay? Their radius of around their address is 20 miles. And I'm going to show you in a minute how to set this up to where you actually market to that area for the local business. Here's that information I was just talking about. They're a clothing shop, and their radius in miles is 20. The average radius in my time driving line is 20 miles. Now, this particular research was done based on the minutes and the miles matched. Okay. Now, I know if I'm up with Bob in New York, I can go 2 miles and it can take me an hour. If I'm driving in LA at 5 o'clock, I can drive, 5 miles in 2.5 hours. I've lived in LA, so trust me, I know. And you can see here that women, and this was really surprising. Women drive a lot further, will drive a lot further than men. Okay. Right here on Specialist Shop, this kind of tickled me. The accountant and solicitor, the women don't do anything with them. And the Specialist Shop, that's probably hunting shops and stuff like that. Places where guys normally hang out. So, but women for the most part, will drive further than men. Women will go to a hair and beauty salon further than men, 5 miles further. Pub and beer, men will outdrive the women for that. The gym, the guys will go a little bit further for that. Yoga class, the women will outdrive them for that. Clothes shop, almost 4 miles. They'll drive 4 more miles to go to those deals, right? And that's the market we're looking at. Okay, we're looking at the clothing market. And you can see here, clothes shops. So we know, using that data and talking with that client, that these numbers really add up. Now, if you have a client that's got a clothes store, let me use Commerce, Texas, for example. You're not going to get a lot of people drive 20 or 30 miles to Commerce, Texas, because it's really in the middle of nowhere. Now, you would get people to drive from Commerce, Texas to Greenville, which is 10 miles up the road, okay? But usually, so for Commerce, Texas, what we would do is we would market specifically to Commerce, Texas. For Greenville, Texas, we would market back to Commerce, Texas. So you have to know your markets, you have to know your areas, you have to know exactly what you're looking at. So let's go over here real quick, and we are going to create live a Facebook ad. And tie it all together with our app. Remember, we want to complete that circle. We want everything to complete that circle. Oops, let me turn on my my page, because everybody's going to be saying in about 2 minutes, hey, I can't see the page. Okay, everybody can see the page now, correct? Now what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to this little drop-down box. And we're going to go to Create Ads. And this is very simple, very easy to do. You don't have to be a wizard to do this. All right. Now, I'm going to come right here and I'm going to reach people near my business. Okay. This is specifically to reach out to people near my business. I've already started the ad. I'm going to start the ad, and I've already started it, but we're going to walk through each one of these things. I'm going to go continue. Now, I don't have administration rights to this page that I showed you. So I'm going to use the auction site, but I'm going to use their demographic information, okay? So you select the Facebook page. This is why I say you have to have control of that Facebook page. You have to be able to go in and market that Facebook page, and the only way you can do that is if you have administrative rights. So we're going to come in here now, and you can see that I put their address in right here. 2900 Wind River Lane, Denton, Texas, 76210. You have to put in the complete address. You just can't put in Denton, Texas. You know, when we do the boost to post and other things, you can actually put the zip code in. But we're doing a radius around what their demographics tell them that they're going to be marketing to. You can see here it says enter a street address and the city and the state. Okay, so we're going to put that in there, and all we're going to do is we're going to hit that information, and we're going to move this to 20 miles. Okay, so we moved it out to 20 miles. You can see here that she's got a reach, a potential reach of 380,000 people in her market area. Okay, 380,000 people potential in her market area. For $5 a day, she can reach out every single day from anywhere from 1,400 to 3,700 people on a $35 a week ad. Now, what is my motto? Double everything, right? Now remember, that $35 is what it's going to cost you. You have to put your margin on there. I always double everything. So if it's 35 bucks a week, it's going to cost them 70 bucks a week. So 150 bucks a month. Their marketing cost for Facebook is going to be 300 bucks a month. Okay? And it kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier. If they can't afford it, you don't do it for free. Don't think that you're going to jump out there and you're going to do something for free for someone. It's going to change their business and they're going to start throwing money at you. It's not going to happen. People that want things for free will always want things for free, and you will never go back to them and ask for any money. Okay? Her demographic and age is 20 years old to 50 years old women. Okay? Women. It's a clothing store. It's a clothing store for women. Some of your wives may shop at Envy. Okay? So you set up your radius and you set up your marketing. Now you've set up your audience. All right? Now where do we want it to be placed at? Now we're going to come down here and we want to do edit placements. If you go automatic placements, it's going to put it in It's going to put it in Facebook, and it's going to put it in Instagram. We are specifically targeting Facebook. So we're going to go edit placements. We're going to remove Instagram. Okay? We're going to remove Instagram. This is strictly a Facebook reach. We're going to have a daily budget of $5. We're going to run the ad continuously. And we can set this to whatever we want. We'll just leave it the same. You can set this ad name set to whatever you want. Then you're going to hit continue. Now we're going to come down and we're going to format the ad. Okay, we're going to make sure that the ad is set up exactly the way we want it. We're going to upload an image to our ad. We'll remove this because I want to show you how to upload an image. We're going to upload an image. Is everybody following me? Want to make sure everybody's following me. Now, right here, you can put some text in. What we want to do is we want to drive them, right? We want to drive them into where? Our 27126. Okay? And you can come down here and you can say, okay, what button do I want on this? What call to action button do I want on this? All right, do I want them to get directions? I want them to like our page. Okay? So we're going to put like our page, because once they like our page, we're going to be able to continue to drive them back in there, right? We're going to be able to use the pixels, put the pixels in the app. When they go to the app, it pixelates them, and you can continually market back to them. We did a whole, gosh, man, 3 weeks of training on that, on pixels. Okay, shooting star, that would say Indy right there on their thing. We want you. Reiterate. You'll sit down with them and you'll formulate exactly what you want to say. Text me to 27126 for our weekly specials. Okay? And you're done. Come down and click on continue. Place order, and your ad is done. You sit and forget, and you let that run, and you start looking at how many clicks they get. You go into the page and you go into the insights, and you look at their insights, and you start watching their insights, how many people like the page every day, where they're coming from, and how they're doing it. You want to make sure, and not next week, but the next week, I'm going to go into Google Analytics with everybody. So you need to make sure that you put Google Analytics in every one of your apps when you're doing these marketing campaigns, so that you will know exactly where everybody is coming from, where they're being driven to, and what they're doing. And Google Analytics will show you that. And we're going to go over that not next week because of Thanksgiving, but the next week. Okay? You simply set up your ad. You've got your like button up here so they can like your page. You've got your text information right here. To get our weekly specials, text me to 27126. You can expand on that, you know, whatever the product is and some things. Maybe in this area right here, you want to get with them and get some pictures of their products. Maybe you want to come right here and you want to put a carousel up. You want to put multiple images up. You can put a carousel up to 10 scrollable images or videos. Maybe you want to do a video ad with them. We're not going to go into that today, but you want to set this up for them based on their data. Click place order, and bam, their ad is up and running. And they're going to reach out to about 1,400, 1,500 people a week. Okay? Estimated, I'm sorry, a day. $1,400. You cannot get that kind of exposure anywhere for their mobile app. Because when they text that to the 27126, what's going to happen? It's going to send them into their mobile app. Where's the mobile app going to send them into? It's going to send them back into their shop. And it's just it's a constant circle of success for their marketing program to be successful. I'll say it again. Listen to what I'm fixing to tell you. If you're sitting in front of somebody and you tell them that this portion is going to cost them $300 for this whole program, it's going to be, once again, about $500 a month, just like the birthday program. Just like the birthday program. If you're not getting $400 to $500 a month for the birthday program, you're not making any money, because $300 of it's going to where? It's going to marketing. All right? And when I say $300, that's for your time. I double that money because it takes time to go in and watch the insights, watch all the tracking data, keep all that data up to date. You've got to pay yourself. Okay? That's not a net profit situation. You're paying yourself from that. All right? So you continually go through that, you continually build on that, and you continually make it happen. All right? Any questions at all? Any questions? Anybody? Any questions at all? Okay, next week's training, we will be on Thanksgiving break. We will come back to Wednesday after that, and we will be going into some analytics. We're going to start talking about setting up for next year. I want to go through all the programs that we've been through over this past year. We've gone through auto apps. We've gone through directory programs. We've gone step through birthday programs. We've gone step by step through resume apps. We've gone step by step through shopping apps. We've gone step by step through all of these programs over this past year, showing you how to go out and sell these. Now, what I'm going to be talking about in the near future is find which one you're good at. Find which one that makes you successful and build off of that. Know it well. You know, somebody said a while ago, my customer wants me to set up Twitter for them. You know, if your customer asks you for something, I highly recommend you get your butt back to the house and you learn as much as you can about it immediately if you're going to sell it. Don't sit there and look like a deer in the headlights, okay? And because they're not going to trust you. They're going to know you don't know a thing about it. This is your answer if somebody says, hey, I'd really like you to do this for me. Let me put together a proposal for you, and I'll call you right back on that. Don't tell them, well, I got to research it, and I got to figure it out, and I got to know what to do. YouTube is a bevy of information. I mean, it is like the dictionary of the world, okay? The encyclopedia of everything you need to know is on YouTube. All you got to do is sit down and do some research, all right? And let me tell you this. The first thing you usually do is go into the Facebook group and says, hey, can somebody teach me about Twitter marketing? And nobody answers you and you lose the deal. Don't do that. Do some research on your own. Don't depend on everybody else to do your research for you, because you're never going to learn anything. You're not going to learn how to do it until you touch it. And I can tell you now, if you go into Twitter and type Twitter advertising in Google, you'll get more information than you will ever want in your entire life. Trust me. That's how I learn. I don't depend on anybody but me to learn what I got to know to make money. So, all right. All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out tonight. Thank you for being a part of training. I love each and every one of you. I'll be speaking to you a little bit in Facebook over the next few days. Have a great Thanksgiving. I am so thankful for this, that each and every one of you are a part of the Appwizard family's lives. You are the reason we do what we do. You're the reason we come here every Wednesday night and we put together what we put together to help you succeed. Have a great evening. Good night. God bless. And I will see you in the Facebook group. I'll call you tomorrow, Jerry.